Pagod na, Mi.
Ako nga, gutom na eh.
Daming ganap, no? Kaya feeling low. Load up with Vitamilk.
Running 4 rounds!
Running away!
Loaded sa protein energy.
Ilang flavors kaya mo?
Unahan sa 8!
Double choco? Strawberry? Ube!
Loaded sa sarap.
Hirap pag-memorize sa script.
Vitamilk muna?
Loaded with Omega Nutri Plus.
Word or word pa?
Ay, si Inspired.
Load up with Vitamilk.
The right hydration matters.
To perform,
To win.
To rise.
with Summit Natural Drinking Water.
Fuel your peak with the right hydration with the right minerals. Rise to the summit.
Anak, kumusta ka na dyan sa barko?
Ito, pagod, pero kaya pa rin.
Ang tunay na matibay, Tanduay ang tagay. 170 years nang nagbibigay ng swabing hagod at tama.
Pero iba pa rin dito sa atin.
Dito?
Para sa tunay na matibay, tibay Tanduay.
Nako, ngayon pa talaga.
Pag magaan ang samahan, laging maaasahan. Sabayan pa ng swabe at magaang inumin, Tanduay Light, gaan ng may kasama.
Laging paalala ni Tay ang mga turo ni Lolo. Yung halaga ng bawat hakbang, ang mga hakbang mo sa umpisa. At mga hakbang na magkakasama. At ang mga hakbang sa mas magandang buhay. Sabi niya rin, madadapa at madadapa ka. Pero yun, tuloy lang sa paglakad. Pag may hamon,
Welcoming you live from the state-of-the-art Coliseum or arena here in the Tanduay Gym in Quiapo, Manila. This is your live and exclusive coverage of the BKT Inter-Sister Cup 2025. My name is Brian Persiles on the call. I will be joined by Coach Jonkay de Guzman to analyze the games for us. On a Saturday afternoon, our game at hand, third game already at 1 p.m., the University of the East going up against MACROASIA. We can take a look at the previous game of UE in their opening slugfest against their sister school, UE Ramon Magsaysay Medical Center. It's a 5-point win for UE Manila. Field goal percentage, they have the edge in free throws and field goal percentage. These numbers, can you break it down for us, Coach Jonkay?
Yes, from the previous game, Brian, a lot of this, it's been a close affair for UE Manila in their previous game. They dodged a bullet even though they they missed 13 attempts as compared to the 14 free throws of missed by UERM. So let's see if they could ride on their momentum from the win in the previous game.
And of course, their top performer during that win in their opening game day, Robin Pasco.
Yeah, with 30 points. So, again, let's see if UE Manila could sustain their win from the previous game, and if they could, Robin Pasco could sustain his best player of the game honors from the previous game.
Now we talk about MACROASIA nail-biter loss in the hands of the defending champions, the ABI Cobra Rice. MACROASIA only losing by 3, and this was a very intense game down to the wire. Yes,
Brian, MACROASIA gave the defending champions a scare in their previous game. Pero they could have done better in terms of field goals, 31%. Free throws, they missed 15 free throws, 20 of 35. In the assist department, they did good, but unfortunately, itong defending champions natin, si Asia Brewery had 25 points in the paint, clearly dominated by Asia Brewery, 22 to 38. So, a lot of things to improve on for MACROASIA. So, let's see kung UE Manila and MACROASIA could improve on their previous game numbers, and it would be intriguing to see kung who would come up on top in this game.
And during that game, it was Norjan Tendenilia, their team captain, who took charge. He led the offense, 15 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists to top scorer for MACROASIA. And some other names that we have to look out for, Lordy Geronimo, Jonel Agkawili and John Russell Magsalin, all gathering enough production for MACROASIA, only falling short against the defending champions.
Yeah, clearly a team effort for MACROASIA. Unfortunately, they came short against the defending champions, Asia Brewery. So, as you can see, Brian, ito si MACROASIA, parang lahat sila may ambag.
Now we give it up to the Coliseum announcer for the announcement of the starting five.
Red Warriors versus MACROASIA. Let's meet the starters for both teams. Starting off with your Red Warriors of Gastambide University of the East. Number 8, Chito De Luna. Number 1, Onovan Bismarck Dolorico. Number 13, Jairus Mendoza. Number 25, Robin Carl Pasco. And number 58, Gerardo. Now the starters for MACROASIA. Number 2, Jadel John Catameo. Number 69, Lorde Geronimo. Number 24, Danilo Martinez. Number 13, Alston Misa. And number 18, Lord John Dari Tendanilla. It's game time!
Starting five brought to you by Tanduay Athletics for UE Manila. They got David, De Luna, Dolorico, Mendoza, and Pasco. For MACROASIA, they have Tendanilla, Catemo, Geronimo, Martinez Jr., and Misa. Tip-off is underway, and this game starts with a basket for MACROASIA. First quarter brought to you by Century Park Hotel, Manila.
Yes, 5 seconds into the game, Brian, itong si Misa was able to score an easy bucket off the jump ball.
MACROASIA running the floor. Well, they go 4-0, and that's a 4-0 quick burst to start the first quarter for MACROASIA.
Both easy baskets, Brian. So, it's evident from the first few seconds of the game, itong si MACROASIA is looking to take advantage of their yung speed, maximize yung speed advantage nila.
Some zone defense. UE, erroneous pass, and that's gonna turn into another, could have been another bucket.
Yung concentration ni Misa nawala dun.
Catameo just could not get that to fall. UE now running, another interception.
Those are 2 turnovers for Mendoza.
And a bit of a sluggish start for UE in this 1 p.m. matchup, our third game on a Saturday afternoon. Brian Priscilla's on the call together with Coach Joncay de Guzman. UE still no good. Martinez now still running the floor, Coach.
Yeah.
MACROASIA being patient with the leather. That's gonna be still a 4-0 game here. UE just could not get their rhythm in flow.
Yeah, so far na parang medyo indecisive sila on what they want to do. A lot of those are ended up in turnovers. So siguro kailangan muna mag-settle sila.
Venturina, long distance, no good. And these fast break opportunities are really killing UE.
Yeah. And fortunate for them, those are 2 possessions already that MACROASIA already had. It seems like they already had easy 2 points, pero dahil to lack of concentration, naging turnover or naging stop pa for UE.
And these early game jitters affecting both teams. After that 4-0 quick run, in the first 30 seconds, nag-slow down na rin ang MACROASIA, still at 4.
Yeah.
First foul. That's Lorde Geronimo, who will be earning his points from the free throw line.
So Lorde Geronimo, I think from how we see it, siguro around 6'3", 6'4", medyo ginamitan niya ng smarts tong si Pasco. So Pasco, as we mentioned earlier, was the best player for UE Manila in their previous game. He was able to score 30 points. So, siguro, early on, he has his first foul already. He needs to avoid his second foul kasi his contributions would be badly needed by UE Manila.
Lordy Geronimo, of course, 10.6 rebounds and 2 assists in that losing effort against the defending champs. He adds scoring for MACROASIA. And just like that, there's a backward press. Immediately broken down, but UE still searching for points, and that's what they need. Now they're on the board. That's Robin Pasco, leading scorer for them. 30 points. MACROASIA, second serving on this possession. Martinez rather. High-low to Geronimo. Lordy Geronimo, short on that stab.
Venturina, cherry picking. Ooh.
Sorry miss for Venturina. And I think they're pretty fond of that jumper on the baseline.
Yeah. Parang go-to talaga nila yan. Pero kasi Brian, yung corner jumper talaga, especially when you shoot corner threes, ito yung pinakamahirap na spot from a vantage point kasi yung medyo alanganin yung space. Pero it's one of the spots sa court na mahirap abutin pag mga close out, especially if you drag yung defense to our opposite side.
Danilo Martinez could not produce buckets from the free throw line. 5-2 still our tally. 6:47 remaining in the first. That's a strong collision.
Parang shoulder to head yung bump na nangyari doon. Good thing parang hindi masyadong ininda ni Robin Pasco yung foul na yun.
And that's a foul called on Martinez. 6-2, 6:41 remaining. 20 on the shot clock. UE straight away 3, no good. Offensive board. Another possession. Venturina, that's what he likes to do. Venturina, too strong. And now MACROASIA running. Intercepted. UE, their own version. Pasco, a lot of contact, no call foul. Pasco, another one.
Referee's letting the players play.
Robin Pasco been 2 servings for Pasco there, but no production, and then he could not collar the rebound. MACROASIA possession. Could have been a good give and go.
Brian, MACROASIA has a lot of has a lot of transition opportunities. Unfortunately for them, they haven't taken advantage of that. Marami doon outnumbered or all alone, pero due to lack of concentration, they aren't able to capitalize from those opportunities.
Good offensive board, but stolen away. UE now, 2 and 3 break. Dribbling exhibition. Waits for numbers. Venturina, left corner. Good block by Martinez. Or Tendanilia, rather. And then just like that, as if on cue, another missed opportunity on the fast break. MACROASIA saves the possession. Misa now. Misa. Handoff back to Misa. Misa from the parking lot, too short. That's an ambitious pass right there off that offensive board.
Could have been a highlight, pero yung receiver wasn't ready, so naging turnover.
Venturina will take his shot.
So Venturina, Brian, has already 0 of 3 from the field. Far cry from how he started previous game. Kasi previous game nila, he was able to hit back-to-back threes in the first quarter. So ngayon, 0 of 3 na siya. So let's see if he'll mix things up sa pag-atake niya.
That's a 3-point shot. Lufthansa 3-point shot. That's Misa. That increases the lead of MACROASIA to 7 with 4:34 remaining here in the first. Pasco still. Misa wants to go back to back. Too short. Slow down offense here, especially for UE. Was not found their rhythm. Venturina for 3, too strong. And now MACROASIA still running. Good dish, but better defense for UE. That's De Luna with a block. Oh, there's a foul called apparently.
Katameo was fouled in the undergoal stab attempt. May inabot yung yung kamay ni Katameo on that reverse layup.
Catameo. And some substitutions here for both squads.
Brian, itong si MACROASIA slowly pulling away from UE. Even though
Hindi mo ramdam pero
slowly, usually naman, ang sinasabi natin, yung mga malalaking lamang na dahan-dahan binubuo, yun yung mga mahirap habulin.
and that's what they do. They force the turnover. They run the floor and hope for fouls. Oh, it's gonna be a traveling violation.
Actually, Brian, this could have been siguro around mga 14-15 point lead na siguro dapat if they took care of the ball during their transition opportunities dahil hindi sila nagka-capitalize sa mistakes na nakocommit ng UE.
And if you're UE, it's only a matter of time before MACROASIA, gets into that groove. So you have to be more careful with the possession.
Yes, as we saw during the previous game, di ba, Brian? Pali capitalized on the mistakes that their opponents committed. They pushed the pace. So, I mean, if you continue to play hard and you play smart once you get the ball, hindi malayong makakuha ka ng malaking lamang eh.
Reyes now playing point. Entry pass. Olis. Corner 3. Second would not go for MACROASIA. Oh, but Olis. Strong but short on that putback. Three minutes and 3 seconds remaining. Pasco seems to be shaking off, a bit of contact.
And mukhang tinamaan siya sa part na hindi natin pwede banggitin. So, but it seems like it came from an inverted elbow from Olis, yung pag-spin move niya. So, good to see na Pasco is walking on his own power. Kaya niya pa maglaro.
Pasco, 30 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, a stellar opening game performance. But so far, just 2 points, but with 3 rebounds for Robin Pasco.
Robin Pasco could contribute aside from his scoring prowess. Pero siguro factor din is na nahihirapan siya because of UEs, aside from the notable names in their roster or the likes of Canaleta, Cabagnot, Argamino, they're missing also the services of Carillo and Griffil and Valdez. So, yun yung mga naging katulong ni Pasco during their previous win against UERM.
At yun nga yun yung napag-usapan natin kanina, how capable this team is if their lineup is complete.
Yes.
Because their roster is loaded with the likes of, as you mentioned, PBA greats. Alex Cabagnot, you have Nino Canaleta, you have, of course, Paulo Hubalde, Argamino as well.
So, yun, for UE, it's a matter of fielding in a complete roster eh. Kasi these guys, I mean, with what they have now, they could compete also. Pero it's better, I mean, mas maganda for them if those names are able to play.
So now, we have confirmation from our officials. There was an apparent unsportsmanlike foul.
So let's see if we can see it.
May extension of elbow si Olis that inadvertently hit, as you mentioned.
Yeah. So let's see, Brian, if itong si Robin Pasco and UE Manila could capitalize from that call.
This could be a momentum shifter because with 3 minutes and 3 seconds remaining, UE has not made a field goal aside from that 2-point basket by Pasco.
So far for UE, he's the only one who has scored for them.
Yep, and with those 2 free throws, he has all the 4 points of UE Manila.
So we know Pasco could contribute. It's a matter of who else could carry the scoring chores that Griffil isn't here, Valdez, so the likes.
Left side, 3-point shot. You know, I'm not sure, Coach Jongkai, do you think that these 3-point heaves, these long distance attempts are intentional for UE?
Well, yes, but it's because they settle too much. And siguro may ilang factor because itong si MACROASIA, grabe yung lineup nila eh. Parang lahat malalaki. So, I mean, if kumbaga may ilang for you to attack inside, you tend to put up, to settle for outside jumpers or 3-point shots.
And how about that? That's Jairus Mendoza. Finally cracking that basket. And adding contribution aside from Ronald Pasco's 4 points. What a pass. What a find. MACROASIA, that's Vince Arnaldo to the cutting big man Huerno.
Yeah.
That's Noel Huerno. +2 for MACROASIA, 13-6. Final 2 minutes of the first quarter impending. Another 3-point heave, no good. But an offensive board, and this is the type of rhythm that you want if you're UE. That's Mark Clifford Quitoras. Only a 5-point ball game all of a sudden, Coach Jongkai.
Medyo naging momentum shifter in a way yung flagrant foul, unsportsmanlike foul that was called on Olis against Pasco.
Last 2 minutes, of course, brought to you by Century Park Hotel, but that was Tupas. You know, his defender tried to sell the play, but referees say play on. Not much contact in there. Still a 7-point advantage for MACROASIA. Left side, no one beside him, just too short, couldn't capitalize on that defensive lapse. And nakita natin, Coach Jongkai, nagiging mas aggressive na ngayon ang Red Warriors.
Yes, tsaka for UE naman, if there's an opportunity to run, they should take advantage of it. Kasi when it comes to yung half-court set, medyo dehado sila in terms of size because itong si MACROASIA siguro parang may average height na 6'1", 6'2". So kaya may tendency itong si UE na to settle for outside jumpers because mahirapan sila atakihin sa loob itong si MACROASIA. So that's number 18, Mendoza, missing 2 free throws.
Empty trip for Jairus Mendoza. Here's Reyes. Left side. Swing. Making it predictable, but there's a bit of a slippery part of that court right there. Pagpagin lang yan ni Olis.
And that's 2 fouls already for Olis.
Could not control his momentum, thus charging into his defender. Balik tayo sa UE, 48 seconds remaining. Nice slide and nice find.
Again, that's Quitoras. Very sneaky underneath. Could have been a 3-point play, pero our referees decided not to call a foul on that possession.
I think they're giving this 3 for MACROASIA, but MACROASIA decides to enter the paint. That's Tupas for you. 4-0 personal run for Tupas in the last 30 seconds or so. 2-minute differential, shot clock, game clock. What a pass. Luka-like for Pasco. No good. Now a 2-on-1 break. That's gonna be a costly string of events para dito in favor of a Galman layup.
Yun yung difference so far, Brian. No? Itong si MACROASIA has been able to capitalize on fast break opportunities as compared to UE.
We end the first quarter, MACROASIA ahead by 9 points, 19-10. Just as UE Manila was trying to mount a run, MACROASIA did enough to put that cushion. Some highlights from the first quarter.
As you can see, Brian, itong si MACROASIA started started the game with a quick pace. So they were able to put some fast break points, and itong naman si UE settled for a lot of jumpers.
MACROASIA carrying a 9-point advantage entering the second quarter, leading in almost all aspects here. Of course, led by Nisa, Tupas, and Catameo, all with 5, 4, and 4 respectively. Sa kabila naman, UE, it's still Robin Pasco, but Coach, you need more from him. More of us when we come back.
Cut! Kulang pa eh.
Huwag papipigil kahit sarili ang kalaban.
Just take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Aged in oak barrels for that sweet caramel rum taste.
Start of the second quarter brought to you by Century Park Hotel, Manila. UE trailing by 9. First possession is empty. Good run, but better block.
Yes, good. Fortunate for UE there, they were able to stop that fast break opportunity. But something, ayun, again, UE dodging a bullet. So what you need to do now is capitalize on those stops.
3 empty possessions for MACROASIA, and defense pace is picking up between both these teams. 3 white shirts against 3 red shirts, and that ends with a Noel Huerno power move inside. Bang and the bucket and a chance for a 3-point play.
Again, ito si MACROASIA has been, both teams are getting fast break opportunities, pero itong si MACROASIA has been the one who has been capitalizing on those fast break opportunities.
Actually, pareho silang hindi naman ganun kagandahan yung field goal percentage, but UE Manila rather just a shade below 20% from the field. So I think they have to be better in that department. Good steal by Pasco. Counter steal by MACROASIA. May konting gitgitan. And Pasco getting entangled with Huerno. These are 2 big bodies that are diving for the loose ball.
For UE Manila, they need to conserve Robin Pasco. He's the only, siguro in a way, legit big body that they have now. And with him carrying the scoring load, hindi kailangan rin niya ng katulong when it comes to the effort department.
In terms of numbers, right now with Quitoras and Mendoza was 4 and 2 to add to Pasco's 4. But what an athletic play there. That's 2 pass. Ayun na nga.
Robin Pasco going downhill. It's something that we didn't see in his previous game. So siguro hindi naman niya kinailangan previous game. Pero ngayon talagang buhat talaga dapat siya.
Instant replay Robin Pasco. Sumabay ka pa. And a millisecond of stare down. Just to, a bit of a flex play for the top scorer of UE.
Siguro may adrenaline din kasi. Kaya bigay na natin kay Robin Pasco yun.
Robin Pasco now with 6 points and 3 boards. Oh, they get it back.
Good passing.
Oh, good finish.
That's number 28.
Herbert Trinidad Sr.
Good dive to the basket. Good location by his teammate.
Bit undersized inside, but no problem for Herbert. But on the other side, they give up the foul.
Yeah. Yun yung masakit for UE. They make a basket, they think they get someone going, pero itong si MACROASIA always has a counter. And in that possession, lahat nag-ball watch nag-relax. So, itong si number 4, that's
si Calios.
Calios, yeah. He took advantage of that.
3-point play opportunity converted by Jacob Andre Calios off that wonderful pass by Tupas. So now it's a 26-14 lead for MACROASIA. It has ballooned to 12, which Junkai, they're starting to pull away.
Yes.
UE still empty with that possession. And now, again, running. 2 pass. Good drop-off. And that's a 14-point lead now, 28-14. 8 minutes remaining here in the second.
Yes, for MACROASIA, they're pushing the pace defensively. And itong si UE naman, since pinipressure sila, parang nagmamadali din sila. And that's a tendency you have. You throw errant passes, your decision-making gets affected. So yun yung ngayon, tinitake advantage na ng MACROASIA. That's why they're holding a 14-point lead now.
That's a lucky bounce for Calios.
So far, Calios, parang itong si MACROASIA, yung contributors nila, parang they score in bunches. Parang for 4 points, 6 points each, tapos iba naman. So, yun yung kailangan i-match ng UE. So far, UE has been relying heavily on Pasco, tas yung iba pa 2 points na lang.
Timeout on the floor. Another fast break opportunity turned into goal. Para dito sa MACROASIA, 30-16 is our score. We'll be back after this timeout. Coming off that Modern Fox timeout, Coach Jongkai, turnovers have been hurting UE. They now have 6 compared to MACROASIA's only 2. You gotta take care of the basketball better, but Robin Pasco getting to work. 2 more points for Robin Pasco.
Again, Robin Pasco is doing a good job doing the scoring chores for UE, pero thing is, who's gonna be the next man up aside from Robin Pasco?
All those are not going to help.
And that's a third turnover for Jairus Mendoza, who a lot of his all of his turnovers has been from passes, tapos transition opportunities pa yung dalawa dun.
Some substitutions here. Both teams. That's Dolorico rather on your screen from UE. Ito, medyo taller lineup for MACROASIA still. Kahit ano ipasok nila, parang they have the long and lengthy archetypes of players.
Yun nga eh. Yung, kumbaga yung guard nila, pang point guard talaga yung height.
Pangdala lang talaga ng bola.
Pero after that, lahat parang interchangeable na eh.
And that benefit applies also on the defensive end. Robin Pasco doing all the damage so far. Almost all the damage so far for UE.
Yeah. And itong si MACROASIA, they're playing a zone. So kahit tumagos ka dun sa isa, yung isang sasalo, mahaba din eh.
At kapag switch all sila except dun sa point guard, mahirap lusutan yung mga ganon.
Yeah, and that's a tendency if you have yung parang lineup ni MACROASIA, parang kahit sino i-challenge sa UE, parang nalulunod eh.
And those rebounds as well, a byproduct of that length. Stolen away, UE now. Could not control that fast break opportunity. Turnover once more, but they do the counter steal. Dolorico is all alone by himself on the other side. Possibly the easiest basket so far in this ball game. And that translates into a timeout, 34-20 lamang po ang MACROASIA Modern Fox timeout. How about Jacob Andre Calios, the spark plug para sa MACROASIA so far? Only 4 minutes of action, but already the top scorer for MACROASIA, 7 points and 2 rebounds.
Yes, very efficient for Calios in his 4 minutes in the game.
Too much power on that attempt to carve space inside. Called for a charging violation. Itong si Lordy Geronimo. Good sell also on the part of Robin Pasco.
Na ano yun very risky because he has a foul already, and with him carrying the scoring load, he
can't
can't afford. Yes.
On these turnovers are really biting itong UE. And Kalios adding to his total already with 9 points.
Yes, and with the trap, when with your opponent trapping you can't beat them by yourself. Kailangan pag man-to-man na press break, via passing mo i-break yung press. It could have been a traveling there.
Oh, now the biggest lead for MACROASIA at 18 with 5 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Another steal. White shirt. Oh, athletic block by Robin Pasco. And he vented his ire. UE will have to conserve Robin Pasco pero timeout muna tayo. Modern Fox timeout. 30-28 lamang po ang MACROASIA. Coach Jongkai, itong MACROASIA having their way here in the second quarter.
Yes, they've been doing that by pushing the pace, forcing UE to commit turnovers. And from those turnovers, dun na parang with the height advantage and speed advantage, it's easy for them to capitalize of those mistakes by UE.
Kyle Tinaza called for a reach-in foul on Robin Pasco.
And that foul puts them in the warning for penalty situation.
With still 4 minutes and 37 seconds remaining. UE. Oh.
Another turnover. I mean, Brian, ang tendency ng UE is because they're being pressured man-to-man, they want to beat yung pressure or yung defense by themselves. And again, yung mga ganong mistakes are becoming a lot of points of turnovers for MACROASIA.
Joseph Brian Bautista converts a Lufthansa 3-point shot.
4-on-1 fast break.
And this is starting to balloon into, a very difficult advantage or deficit.
And there you go. Fortunate for UE, they got one back there.
43-22 and 3 minutes and 46 remaining here in the first half. Will he go back-to-back? No. UE will run the floor. Offensive board. Short stab is good.
Back-to-back baskets for Mendoza.
Only a 19-point ball game here. And still a lot of basketball remaining.
Yes.
Only in the second quarter. But you can't give up, 43 points in the first half. You have to be more defensively minded in the second half.
And more disciplined when it comes to their offensive sets. Because a lot of yung shots ni MACROASIA are coming of yung lack of discipline ni UE. Too many rush shots, too many
rush
individual
passes as well.
Yes, so again, they need to play smarter and more disciplined come second half.
Bautista was called for that foul, so Dolorico will have to extract points from that freebie line.
So again, free throw shooting from the previous game has been an issue for UE. So let's see kung this game, if they, during the 1 week break, nakapag-work on sila on their free throws.
Fourth missed free throw as a team for UE. That's 2 out of 6. Dolorico's second try. He makes it. He splits his free throws. Every point matters if you're trying to mount a comeback.
Correct.
MACROASIA. That's Linzo. Entry pass. Back to Linzo. Good passing, but I think he stepped on the line. That was jersey number 30.
Bautista.
It's Bautista.
Pag-shuffle niya, tumama yung heel sa sideline natin.
Approaching the 2-minute mark of this second quarter, Robin Pasco. You can see that he is insisting that he takes charge in this ball game. But as you said, he needs more because at the later stages of this game, baka maubusan siya ng gasolina.
Sa dulo kasi singilin yan eh. If you try to do too much in the first half, yes, you're down big. Pero, again, hindi pa eh. There's a lot of basketball to play. So, siguro pasa-pasa muna, diba? Be smart about conserving your energy.
That's an ambitious entry pass to Dolorico. But UE will retain possession with only a second remaining to work with.
So let's see, it would be interesting kung anong i-run nila dito. Fortunate for them, bailout call.
Clearly bailed out by that foul called on Pakleb rather. That's Jerome Christian Pakleb. Caught holding on to the torso, I guess, of Chito De Luna.
Yeah, you need to be, yes, you're up big pero you need to be smart pa rin. Again, it's 1 second then you've been playing for almost 2 quarters already and you could see yung capabilities ng kalaban mo. So, di ba, be smart on your decision making.
And it's been 2 minutes already na kanina pang naka-penalty situation din itong MACROASIA.
Yes.
Entered penalty at the, I think at the 5-minute mark.
And you're up big, so you don't need to keep on fouling. You don't need to play super aggressive on defense. You just need to play smart. And again, about playing smart, itong si Pakleb, they say, yes, Pakleb has another foul. So that would send free throws, that would send UE to the free throw line. But unfortunately for UE, free throw shooting woes ang iniinda nila.
They've missed more than they've made. 4 makes, 5 misses, 4 out of 9 from the free throw line. Dolorico will have a chance to add to his total. Short on the first try.
So from 44%, 40% na lang siya ngayon.
Pero kung titingnan mo, nag-even out na, Coach Jongkay, yung turnover story. 9-9.
Yes, naging sloppy tong si MACROASIA even though they built. Siguro yun yung tendency nila na they're in the big lead, gusto pa natin dagdagan pero nag-end up sloppy yung execution nila.
And that has been the kind of defensive aura nito ni Robin Pasco. Talagang dinidiin niya every block.
Yes. Pero again, dapat hindi na nangyayari for Robin Pasco yan because that's why he's been getting those blocks is because nagbo-blow by yung yung offensive player sa UE boys.
That's another 3-point basket from Bautista. His second. Talk about Josen Bautista. 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining. MACROASIA holding on to a 19-point lead. Robin Pasco will try to answer back. Malaluka Doncic trying to stop that motion and then pulls back for a fadeaway jumper. Pinza to Bautista. Linzo. Entry pass. Away from his comfort zone is Pakleb. Pakleb spins. Pakleb drives. No good. Dolorico rebound. Dolorico runs. A minute remaining. You don't want to turn the ball over here in this possession. This could be a momentum shifter if you're UE.
Yes, also they need to execute this play well.
Long distance. No good for Pasco. Dolorico, another serving. Pasco.
Big boy move. Ito si Robin Pasco.
And Robin Pasco doing it all here.
So, seems like last shot time na for MACROASIA.
UE was able to cut the lead down to 15 from a height of 19. Linzo, back rims.
Yun yung masakit doon.
7 seconds pa. Are they aware? And this is gonna be the easiest UE basket so far. and they will cut the lead down to only 13. What a shift of momentum at the end of the second quarter, Coach Chungkay.
Yes, I think we have 0.7 seconds left. So let's see. Before we give our assessment for the first half.
Still 0.7 seconds remaining.
There's a timeout.
Pag ganun, dito ba yan i-inbound o it's gonna be all the way there?
No, there's no more time. Pero in this situation, to answer your question lang, full court yon, full court.
So we end the first 20 minutes of play between MACROASIA and UE with MACROASIA ahead by 13 points. 46-13.
And so far, Brian, itong si MACROASIA, they were able to build a huge lead kasi hindi pa nagsettle si UE with their offense. They were rushing things, na pressure sila, but towards the end of the third quarter, it was MACROASIA who got sloppy. Si UE capitalized on it. So let's see kung mag-iba yung trend sa second half.
Some highlights here in the first 20 minutes of play. Carlos, of course, leading scorer for MACROASIA with 9. 46-33. We end the first half of action. More of BKT Inter-Sister Cup 2025 when we return.
Cut! Kulang pa eh.
Huwag papipigil kahit sarili ang kalaban.
Just take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Aged in oak barrels for that sweet caramel rum taste.
Great! Take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Drink responsibly.
Open up to new adventures with Tanduay flavored mixes. Try in a citrusy sweet blend or a strong ginger flavored smoothness. Open up to your new best memories with Tanduay flavored mixes. Drink responsibly.
Sabi nila, blood is thicker than water. In our family, pure love rules. Di man related by blood.
Ayabot! Ayabot! Ayabot!
I love you.
Blended and bonded by pure love. I love you. Love is pure. Love is absolute.
Ayabot!
Ang hari may angking galing. Ang hari nasa puso ang lakas. Ang hari may kakaibang tapang. Andito na ang bagong Leon Extra Strong Beer. Bangis ng dating, bangis ng sarap, bangis ng kagat. Leon Extra Strong Beer. Tikman ang bangis ng Leon sa bangis mong Leon.
Ang biggest role ko, maging kasangga ng mga manggagawa. Magbigay ng lakas ng loob sa mga panahon ng panghihina. Magbukas ng oportunidad pag nawawalan na ng pag-asa. Dahil yan ang tatak ng matatag. Tatag mo, tatak obra.
Welcoming you back to this live and exclusive coverage of the BKT Inter-Sister Cup 2025. Live po kami ngayon dito sa Tanduay Gym sa Quiapo, Manila. Brian Presillas kasama si Coach Jongkay de Guzman at your service. MACROASIA kontra UE Manila. It's been mostly MACROASIA in the first two quarters, bringing a 13-point lead here at the end of two quarters.
Yeah, so MACROASIA was able to build a huge lead through their good start. So as we could see, field goals for UE Manila, 14 out of 42 for 33%. Itong si MACROASIA, hindi nalalayo. Even though they're up 13, they're shooting at 39%. Points of turnovers, akala natin malaki, no, Brian? Because early on, it was MACROASIA who took advantage of the turnovers of UE. So 11 points of turnovers as compared to the 7 of UE Manila. Rebounds, 27 to 34 with MACROASIA having the advantage. And then turnovers, patas lang pala sila. So as you can see, yung lead nitong si MACROASIA was built during the first half. So itong si UE nag-pick up pero parang so far sa first half, parang nandun na yung damage na nagawa nung slow start nila nung first quarter.
That was already a cushion after the first quarter, building a 19-10 lead. And then MACROASIA only, scored 27 but allowed UE to score 23 in the second quarter. So, and some of our leading scorers, Coach.
Yes, UE Manila, it's been the Robin Pasco show, no? So carrying off where he left with 12 points in the first half so far. Jairus Mendoza with 6 and Dolorico with 4. So let's see kung maladagdagan pa yung contributions ng supporting cast na. And then for MACROASIA, it's Carlos with 9, Bautista with 6, and Tupas with 6 also.
Speaking of points production, we saw a while ago that some of the aspects or departments in this game that we thought MACROASIA would dominate, halos pantay lang pala. Pero looking at the numbers, it's really the bench points that I think UE Manila could not be at par with MACROASIA.
Yes, in terms of yung mga other statistics, dikit lang sila eh. Pero yung bench contribution, dun lumayo si MACROASIA because outside Robin Pasco, walang nakakapag-contribute talaga heavily yung ima-match yung double-digit contributions niya.
Speaking of heavy contributions, Jairus Mendoza and Robin Pasco was never subbed out in the first half.
Yes, so it would be intriguing to see the second half if itong si Robin Pasco could keep up his first half performance in terms of scoring and in terms of defense because he has 5 blocks and 1 steal. So again, yung 5 blocks na yun dapat hindi na umabot doon because his wings should contain the yung matchups nila doon sa MACROASIA counterparts nila.
Third quarter brought to you by Century Park Hotel. Robin Pasco starting this scoring, could not get a long 3 to go. Long pass, intercepted by Robin Pasco, and Coach Jongkay, yun nga, he's leading the offense but also anchoring the defensive schemes of UE Manila, it could be a long night for Robin Pasco.
And as you could see Brian, no, itong si Robin Pasco, he's trying to lead by example. Yung effort na pinuput in niya, he's hoping that that could translate into yung kumbaga humahawa ba yung mga kasama niya, yung mga teammates niya. And hopefully, no, for them to win this game, kailangan yung energy ni Robin Pasco ganun sa lahat.
Martinez, free throw jumper, no good. Offensive board, and Catameo starting the scoring here in the second half.
Oo, so again, no, that's an offensive rebound. So you need to box out kasi sa weak side galing tong si Catameo and no one saw Catameo coming. So kumbaga, you shouldn't allow that if they plan on winning this game.
Martinez called for a blocking foul on Dolorico. First foul on either side here in the second half. A minute and change gone by in the third. MACROASIA still leads by a humongous 15 points. Pasco. Yes, 12 to his name with a lot of other credentials. Pasco gives it out. 3-point heave. Number 18, no good. Dolorico, lucky bounce into him. Dolorico, no good. Tendanilia, and this is the guy that led the charge in the win, in that losing effort. But now not much scoring for him. No problem because Misa was there to finish it up.
Misa again, no, continuing what he did to start the game is to run and leak out to the basket.
And that was the name of the game in the first quarter. That's why they were able to build that 9-point advantage.
And
na
again,
naman. Easy pickings pero hindi yung mga ganon minsan sa ano rin nai-imagine mo na ba yung ililay up mo kaya minsan nauuna na yung action.
Saka you tend to be relaxed also. Kaya nagmimintis ka. Yung walang sense of urgency ba na you need to make it. I mean, it's cherry picking time pero still, hindi ka dapat mag-relax.
On the flip side, when you are down this big, you will be more careful with those baskets, and UE was in that possession. Back to 15, only a 15-point deficit here. Martinez inside, and that is his sweet spot.
Yes, yun yung masakit, Brian. Nakaka-score ka, pero naka-score din yung kalaban mo. So you're trying to make stops. So you need to be sharp in that position. Kasi they were two in that spot, pero they weren't looking at yung backdoor guy. Kaya na-locate ng MACROASIA kung sino yung cutter in that possession.
Stolen away, 2-on-1 break. Catameo to Misa. Ralston Misa. A quick 4-0 personal run to extend MACROASIA's lead to 19 big points. Here's Pasco. Wide to the left. Another fast break opportunity. Misa goes for a 6-0 run. No good, and this is our second starting five brought to you by Eton.
For MACROASIA, that's Nuerno, Calios, Catameo, Geronimo, and Misa. While for UE, it's De Luna, Pasco, Venturina, Dolorico, and Canaleta.
MACROASIA.
Second servings.
And those are the second stringers, that do damage for MACROASIA.
And Brian, with a 13-point lead na MACROASIA had in the first half, lumobo na siya to 21.
Buerno colors the board. Immediately they run. Misa, nothing but the bottom of the net. And that prompts UE to call a timeout. Enough is enough. Too much offense, too much damage here to start the third quarter. Magbabalik po ang BKT Inter-Sister Cup 2025. We're staring at a 21-point lead for MACROASIA. So far, I think that's their biggest in this ball game. And mind you, Coach, wala pang nakaka-double digit scoring dyan sa roster na yan at the stage where they are right now. It's only Kalius with 9 and Misa with 9 as well. And then, across the board contribution na.
Yun yung difference so far, Brian. Everyone in MACROASIA's lineup could contribute as compared to UE. Itong si Pasco lang talaga yung nagkikarry ng scoring load. I've been sirang plaka na ako throughout the game. Hindi pwedeng si Pasco lang. So, I mean, you're playing a team game and everyone needs to score in order for them to match up itong effort ni MACROASIA.
And another opportunity for UE as Kitoras could not handle that leak out pass from Robin Pasco.
Actually, swerte pa itong si UE, Brian, na si MACROASIA hasn't, siguro, let's say, out of 10 fast break opportunities, siguro nasa 6 out of 10 lang sila. What more pa kung nasa higher range yung conversions nila? Could have been like a 30-point lead already with how UE is playing.
Good fake, good balance. Kitoras. That's Mark Clifford Kitoras. MACROASIA sasagot ng tres. No good. Tendenilia. Still not a lot of production for Tendenilia, but these offensive boards are giving them as much opportunities.
Unforgivable, Brian. That's 6 offensive rebounds for MACROASIA, and everyone, itong si UE, they've been trying to outjump itong, let's say, bigs or players ng MACROASIA, which you can't afford to do dahil they're taller. So you need to gang rebound and box out, not out-jump.
You're talking about the rebounding department, Coach Jonkay. It's a 17-11 O-rep differential in favor of MACROASIA. And I think hindi pa counted doon yung
previous possession.
There was a flurry of offensive boards.
Oo, lumobo talaga yung offensive rebound advantage nitong si MACROASIA.
Yep, that's 21-11 now. That's 4 offensive boards in one possession.
Yes.
Clearly a foul called. I think that's gonna be on Catameo as Kitoras was driving to the basket, or Tendenilia rather.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about Norjan Tendenilia, who scored 15, 6, and 4 in a losing effort against Cobra Rise. He was the team captain, he led the offense, but right now in this ball game, Tendenilia in 10 minutes of action still has not found his mark, but well, there really is no need if you are, you know, performing like this across the board.
Yes, and you could see with MACROASIA, walang clear-cut na star eh. Everyone could contribute. Siguro ang magiging star player nila for a certain game is kung sino yung maganda yung laro, sino yung gumagana, then we go through that guy. Then lahat parang support na lang.
Huerno could not collect buckets from inside. Kitoras, traveling violation for Kitoras.
Hindi pwede yung Pinoy step kasi same leg hop eh. Na we've seen so far in the first 3 games of our day, naging strict yung mga officials natin doon.
You know, from MACROASIA's top performers in their last game, we've only seen Norjan Tendenilia and Lord De Jeronimo in this ball game because we haven't seen Jonel Agkawili and John Russell Magsalin, both of which also did heavy damage in that despite that loss.
It would be intriguing kung bakit hindi sila naglalaro. If they're here in the lineup, pwede bang load management or may duties somewhere. Pero again, you could see how loaded this MACROASIA team is. Regardless na wala yung dalawa, lahat nagko-contribute.
Just like that, that was Martinez. But before that, there was a Hermoso bucket for UE.
Out of bounds.
Oh, there's a foul called. (61 to 40, 3 minutes and 42 seconds remaining here in the third. MACROASIA ahead by a very comfortable 21-point lead. Pasco. And yung fatigue also kicking in. You know? Oh, what a pass. What a fine and Now, ito yung basket na yun ni Misa, yun na yung easiest so far. Talagang no contest.
No contest and nag-slow down pa siya.
You know, we can only imagine how UE will look with the if their complete lineup is
Yes.
in attendance. O kahit dagdagan mo lang siguro ng isang Nino Canaleta.
Mag-iiba yung complexion
Correct. Because right now it's all Robin Pasco carrying the offensive load para sa UE. 12 points. Well, he has Jairus Mendoza, playing Robin with 10 points and 6 rebounds as well. Pasco with 12, 7. Samahan mo ng 1 assist, 1 rebound. 5 blocks rather, and 2 steals.
And with, as you could see, no, to si Robin Pasco, ang tagal ng bola sa kanya eh. Pero you can see how efficient he is kasi 1 turnover lang itong si Robin Pasco. So you could see that he takes care of the ball, he doesn't rush his decisions. So yun, parang again, the UE boys, his teammates should follow his lead na maging pasensyoso, maging smart sa decision making.
Third steal of Pasco, leading into this aggressive charge. Still it, traveling violation,
Yes,
same foot.
Same foot landing. And again, our players should adjust to the referees dahil yun yung pituhan natin dito sa liga natin. And kung may habit sila na ganun in their pick-up games, wala. Kailangan talaga natin mag-adjust when if you're playing in these kinds of leagues.
Martinez picking cherries underneath. Lumobo na ho sa 24 big points ang kalamangan ng MACROASIA.
Biggest so far of the game, Brian. Tama ba?
Yep. It was erstwhile 21. The biggest deficit here in this ballgame now at 24. Martinez will be called for a foul. You have to commend the effort of UE just trying. Kanina, they've been shooting a lot of buckets from, trying their luck from long distance. And now, talagang dinidiin nila eh. No matter how tall the trees are in that shaded area.
Diba? Might as well try inside as compared to hitting a trying to shoot a low percentage jumper. Kung if you take it strong inside, baka ma-foul ka pa, diba? So again, yun yung pinag-uusapan natin, Brian, kanina, that you need to be smarter. I mean, they're pressuring you, they're taller, pero try to get something by playing it right, diba? Not as compared to settling for low percentage shots.
Calman and Edos conniving for that as Edos pulls a jumper, adding to this lead again at 24. UE, where will offense come from? All board. May nauuna na, but a couple of taps and a steal completed.
Brian,
by Calios.
Ngayon, no Pasco and no Mendoza for UE. So let's see if they could get someone to step up in this lineup. Makabuelo ba?
Calios inhales the rebound. Calios all the way, stolen. UE now running. Yun ang mga hindi inaasahang mga miss.
Na inalis ni Kitoras yung same leg hop niya, then nagulat siya na open siya, ending nagminti siya. So again, if there are certain habits that you usually do na inalis sa'yo, tapos biglaan on the fly yung adjustment mo, nakaka-off sa timing mo eh.
And you can see the frustration of Kitoras because those were 2 opportunities to score a bucket inside. With, I think it was a 3-on-1, 3-on-2 break.
And let's see if nabawi na ni Kitoras.
Finally for Kitoras, adds 2 on the board, 67-45. Exactly a minute remaining here in the third rather. Lordy cannot lord over the paint. Ball remains with the white shirts of MACROASIA. Aggressive drive, Calios Carving inside, falling away, nothing but the bottom of the net for Kalios. That's the leading scorer of MACROASIA with 11.
Very efficient, no? Hindi maingay yung 11 points niya, pero again kasi, ano lang siya eh, he picks his spots correctly na parang it's gonna be easy for him to score.
Shot clock is off. Galman bothers Kitoras, and MACROASIA will get possession with the final 17.2 seconds to write the last sentence in the third quarter.
So again, hopefully itong si MACROASIA have learned their lesson. They took their shot way too early in the second quarter that ended up in a shot. Pero dito, medyo maaga pa rin.
Oh, still have time. UE will take a heave from the parking lot, and that will end our third quarter of action. MACROASIA 69, UE 45. Some highlights brought to you by Tanduay. Third game po natin ng Saturday BKT Inter-Sister Cup 2025 action. Misa na pala ang leading scorer, Coach Jongkai, and we'll break that down more in the fourth quarter. After this, UE Manila 45 trailing MACROASIA 69.
Cut! Kulang pa eh.
Huwag papipigil kahit sarili ang kalaban.
Just take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Aged in oak barrels for that sweet caramel rum taste.
Great! Take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Drink responsibly.
Open up to new adventures with Tanduay flavored mixes. Try in a citrusy sweet blend or a strong ginger flavored smoothness. Open up to your new best memories with Tanduay flavored mixes. Drink responsibly.
Sabi nila, blood is thicker than water. In our family, pure love rules. Di man related by blood,
Ayabot! Ayabot! Ayabot!
I love you.
blended and bonded by pure love. I love you. Love is pure.
Final 10 minutes of play here sa pagitan ng MACROASIA at ng UE. Fourth quarter brought to you by Century Park Hotel in Manila. Brian Presiles po, inyong lingkod kasama si Coach Jongkai de Guzman. MACROASIA carrying a 24-point lead. That was an explosive third quarter, Coach Jongkai, for MACROASIA.
Yes. MACROASIA was able to build the lead some more in the third quarter. They were plus 11 to end the third quarter. They still continued to do what they were doing in the first half. Pero for UE, siguro nag-catch up na rin yung pagod for Robin Pasco. Has been scoring for UE a lot. Tapos yung support kulang. Kaya nag-slow down na rin yung scoring nung third quarter. Tapos nag-end up, nag-capitalize si MACROASIA doon.
Robin Pasco getting tangled up with, I think that's
Geronimo.
Lordy Geronimo of MACROASIA.
And again, for UE, another turnover dahil yung jump ball possession na yun napunta sa MACROASIA.
Now the biggest lead at 26. Stolen away, that's a start. Dolorico. Back out. Pasco. Top of the key. Short. Geronimo collects. Advance for on-one break. And how about that? Fearless drive by Edos against, of course, sino ba naman si Robin Pasco.
Yeah. Grabe yung talon, ang bilis. Tsaka single leg. That's why it was a quick jump. He didn't really gather eh. Parang yung gather step niya, yun na yung pinangtalon din niya.
And knowing na he had 3 teammates running with him, but decided to wave that off for that layup. Just could not complete three-point play.
Hindi siya natinag sa 5 blocks ni Robin Pasco eh. Challenge niya.
MACROASIA will now try their luck from 3 as they're already trailing by the biggest lead New biggest lead at 29. Offensive board. Oh, and this has been the story of the game. Kalios, easy pickings inside.
Fast break opportunities for UE na hindi natutuloy. I mean, they end up in turnover. So, ang mangyayari, kakapitalize ni MACROASIA. Nagiging, imbes na easy 2 points for UE, naging easy 2 points for MACROASIA.
Chances like that, ano, and that's Venturina who could not capitalize on that pocket pass. Sabi niya, bounce pass daw.
Yeah.
Big to big action, high-low, Kalios blocked from behind.
That 6 blocks for Pasco.
Napaganda pa, that's Christian Austin Edos. All of his points so far in the second half.
Yes, and as you could see, Brian, no, yung pinag-uusapan natin kanina that for MACROASIA, parang your turn, my turn yung nangyayari na hindi pilit. Tsaka parang pag may skomor, 2 straight, 3 straight baskets pag may skomor sa kanila, na same player.
And that's what you need, Dolorigo, scoring from that offensive board. Second chance opportunity for UE. Edos, back to back, yes! Why not? Christian Austin Edos, another nothing but the bottom of the net 3.
So that's 9 points already for Edos in the second half.
All while playing only 7 minutes so far. Edos.
Yeah, he checked na yan. Pero again, no, that's unacceptable for UE na the guy has already made back-to-back threes tapos walang nag-close out sa kanya. So again, good thing here, UE was able to capitalize on that.
MACROASIA shoots for time, 79. Oh, that's 82 to 51. Modern Fox timeout. Magbabalik po ang BKT Inter-Sister Cup 2025. Six minutes and 36 seconds remaining here in the fourth and final period. 82 to 51. This is a huge lead by MACROASIA. Dagdagan mo pa ng dalawa from Huernos. Venturina blocked by Huerno. No let-ups.
Yeah, no let-ups. That's what I was about to say. That's why MACROASIA is in a big lead dahil no let-ups eh, di ba? Even though they have a comfortable lead, lahat rin respeto nila eh. Again, as we during the earlier game Brian, pinag-uusapan namin ni Diego na hindi ka pwedeng mag-relax kasi it's in a way it's showing your opponent respect, not because you have a big lead pepetiks ka na.
Hanggat may oras dun sa game clock na yun, tuloy lang, execute.
Yes.
And I think that's also a good parang practice for, especially we're early in the season, only our second game day here in the BKT Inter-Sister Cup 2025. Again, Brian Persiles on the call, kasama po natin si Coach John Cairo Guzman. We are live here at the state-of-the-art Tanduay Gym in Quiapo, Manila on a Saturday afternoon. We still have 2 games after this one waiting on the stands. Tanduay and Basic Holdings 0-1 kontra defending champs Asia Brewery Cobra Rice with a 1-0 record. And our main event at 4 p.m. is Lufthansa Technique 1-0 kontra Eton Century Park Hotel, who was 0-1 in their opening game day assignment. And But still, our assignment at hand is this MACROASIA UE slugfest. But it's been all MACROASIA so far.
Yes, dominating the game in all aspects itong si MACROASIA. Again, no let-ups. They've been playing hard since the get-go. And then so far, with 5 minutes remaining in the game, go hard pa rin sila.
Edos could not get his third 3 in the ball game. Kalios. And yun yung sinasabi natin na no let-ups and go hard pa rin sila. Even if they're leading big, they crash for the boards, they get the offensive second chance opportunities, and then yung mga ganitong aggressive drive, they do not care about the lead.
Yes. Tsaka, kumbaga, no individual stats na hinahanap. They play the right way na they still locate for the open man, not because na tambak na maghahanap na ako ng sariling punto. So doon mo makikita yung sign ng disciplined na team. No wonder they were able to push yung defending champions natin na si Asia Brewery to the limit nung opening game last week.
What effort displayed there by Christian Edos. Getting that miss from Tinaza free throw. And now he will have a chance to add to his total from the free throw line. But talking about production, a total of 15 players in this roster for MACROASIA have already scored at least a point.
So, dun mo makikita, Brian, on how potent MACROASIA is. Kung sino ipasok, kaya mag-contribute in the scoring department. So, again, syempre basketball to, pataasan ng score. So, the more na mas may weapon ka, mas may pyesa ka, mas mataas yung chances mo na manalo.
Deep lineup, I think.
Yes.
Itong MACROASIA, now that they're on the way to their first win of the season after dragging the defending champions into the trenches and losing only by 3.
Yes.
Now they beat UE. Well, we still have 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining, but if nothing miraculous happens, this is a 35-point lead we're looking at.
Yes, ayaw naman natin pangunahan, pero from the looks of it and how we're playing the game so far, it's an impending win for MACROASIA. And again, Brian, itong as you mentioned nga earlier, that everyone has scored for MACROASIA. So pwedeng opening day jitters lang, siguro pwede nating sabihin na baka contender tong si MACROASIA, parang with the likes of PAL and our defending champion na Asia Brewery. Parang it's they're one of the teams that we should look out for.
Oh, what about that relentless pursuit of the offensive board? That's Arnaldo, Vince Joshua Arnaldo. Venturina, second 3 of the game.
And you could see na yung effect na yung start kasi, I mean, during their first game, Venturina was able to hit back-to-back threes to start the game, pero nung itong game na to, he struggled. That's why parang naapektuhan din yung offense ni UE na walang kanong floor spacer. Pero again, not to count UE out, Brian, if ma-filled in itong UE yung full roster nila, itong team delikado tong team na to, 'di ba? So again, yes, you have given na si Asia Brewery mo kasi defending champion yan. Si Palmo finalist yan last year and runner up. MACROASIA could be, let's see if based on this game tsaka yung pinakita nila previous, kung maging potential championship contender nila, but you is still up there once makompleto yung roster nila.
And we talk about the depth of this lineup. The top scorers in their first game were Tendenilia and Jeronimo with 15 and 12 respectively. But in this ball game, where they're leading by this big, Tendenilia only with 2 points, Jeronimo with a 1 point.
Oh, you could see, doon mo makikita yung how potent the team is na iba't iba yung nagko-contribute so far sa mga games nila. And as you mentioned earlier, yung post-game awardees nila, hindi 2 of their post-game awardees from the previous game didn't even play today. So itong si Quitoras has the opportunity to cut down on the lead with 2 free throws. So number 24, Quitoras, makes the first of 2 free throws. Second free throw for Quitoras. 1 out of 2 for Quitoras. Ollis with the rebound to start the MACROASIA offense.
34-point ball game. MACROASIA ahead by 34 big points. UE running. And that's Quitoras.
Quitoras, parang iniba niya yung Pinoy step niya dun, kaya nakalusot sa mga referees natin.
Two minutes and 56 remaining.
Good dive.
What a score there.
I mean, MACROASIA has scored, has been able to get a lot of points from that baseline drive, then may weak side dive towards the basket. So, it's something na siguro nakikita na rin ng mga opposing teams natin na kailangan nila i-check against UE.
MACROASIA ahead by 32. Quitoras tries his luck. And that's gonna be easy pickings once more on the other side. Arnaldo adding damage. To add insult to injury. Last 2 minutes brought to you by Century Park Hotel Manila.
And MACROASIA continues to build on the lead. For UE, they get to go to the free throw line in this possession, in this trip. So, 2 free throws. That's number 20. That's Julius Cesar Carrillo. So, second of 2 free throws for Carrillo, misses both. 36-point lead for MACROASIA. Let's see. I mean, they add up. And again, another team has made the century mark in our BKT Inter-Sister Cup. During the second game of the day, it was PAL who scored 100+ points, and now MACROASIA has made the century mark with 129 left in the ball game.
High scoring affair, especially for MACROASIA. 100-62.
So our referees are reviewing something with the previous call. So it seems like an unsportsmanlike foul is being reviewed. It's just a regular foul, and I think that's number 58, Jerry Venturina. Luckily, he got called for oh, it was Venturina who was fouled on the previous play. So just a fun fact, Brian, itong si Jerry Venturina, he's also the high school principal for UE Manila. So mahilig talaga to sa basketball itong si Sir Jerry, as they call him. Tsaka shooter talaga ang laro niyan.
MACROASIA at 100 points with 1 minute and 29 seconds remaining. Venturina with 2 threes to his name. MACROASIA still trying to add some points.
Venturina with a 3-point attempt, misses long. And MACROASIA another fast break opportunity, 3-on-1. That makes sure they secure the basket. That's number 44, Vince Joshua Arnaldo with 2 points. Long shot, long rebound, fast break opportunity again. This has been the story of the ball game for MACROASIA. UE dodged a bullet there, but couldn't take advantage of that broken fast break opportunity.
Now waiting in the stands, Tanduay versus Asia Brewery Cobra Rice at 2:30 p.m. That's a 0-1 versus 1-0 team as well. Of course, our defending champs eking out a 3-point win over this MACROASIA team who's enjoying this 38-point beatdown of UE.
And a chance to add to that 38-point lead with 38.5 seconds left in our game is number 44, Arnaldo, who successfully increases the lead to 39.
You know, it hasn't been a good shooting night for both teams, ano? Because UE 2 out of 20, MACROASIA 5 out of 20. But, you know, what other departments do you think where, you know, MACROASIA did extremely well compared, you know, to UE?
Well, very dominant when it comes to rebounds. MACROASIA had 71 as compared to the 48 of UE. And assists, most of that came from the fast break opportunities. 34-16 ang advantage ni MACROASIA. UE, surprisingly, itong si UE Manila has advantage in terms of blocks. They have 9 blocks as compared to the 6 of MACROASIA. And I think 6 of those came from Robin Pasco.
And that will end this ball game sa pagitan ng UE Red Warriors at ng MACROASIA. MACROASIA avenging their opening game day loss to the defending champions, venting their ire against the still winless UE Manila.
Yes, this is a statement game for MACROASIA. You could see that how dominant or how dangerous of a team they are. They, as we mentioned earlier, they pushed itong si defending champion Asia Brewery to the limit. They just lost only by 3 points, and then a dominant 41-point win over UE Manila. So you could see how dangerous this team could be.
Check that, UE Manila now with a 1-1 record because they won against UERM in their opening game day assignment. More of our breakdown and our key players. But MACROASIA coming away with a 105-64 win against UE Manila on a Saturday afternoon. We'll be back for more BKT Inter Sister Cup 2025. Best assist of the game, Ralston Misa, just one among the many assist contributors para sa MACROASIA.
Well, 34 assists for the whole game for MACROASIA is really impressive. A lot of those are because of them forcing turnovers and leading into fast break opportunities.
Our rebounder of the ball game, Danilo Martinez. 8 rebounds, 3 of those coming from the offensive board. Pero how about yung Katameo, 7 rebounds, 7 offensive boards din. Our PNB three-point shooter of the game, Gerardo Venturina. You know, he's been trying his luck from long distance. Itong si Gerardo Venturina since the first quarter, finding his mark finally in the second half, getting a total of 2 threes to his name. Parang designated shooter yung ganap niya ngayon in this ball game.
Specialist itong si Jerry Venturina.
And of course, Coach Jungkai, ikaw pumili nito, Asia Brewery Incorporated Defensive Player of the Game, Robin Carrasco.
Yes, Robin Pasco, even though they lost by a lot, pero yung dominance niya, yung sa blocking department. So he ended up with 6 blocks itong si Robin Pasco. That's why we chose him as the defensive player of the game.
But of course, our best player of the ball game, Tanduay BPG Jacob Andre Calios, 15 points, 6 rebounds, an assist, and this team captain did all that damage in only 12 minutes of playing time.
Yes, that's why we chose him, Brian, no? Yung efficiency ni Calios whenever he's on the court, ramdam mo yung impact niya eh. So, early on, we were able to, si MACROASIA was able to build a lead because of his efficiency.
Lufthansa Technique Philippines 3-point highlights from this MACROASIA UE Manila ball game. UE Manila, total of 2 threes at MACROASIA naman 5 threes ang kanilang naitala. But up next, it's Tanduay BHC going up against the defending champions in Asia Brewery Cobra Rise Energy drink. That is up next. After this short break this is the 2025 BKT Inter-Sister Cup. My name is Brian Priscillas. I'm with Coach Jungkai de Guzman. We'll still be at your service for Tanduay kontra Cobra Rise.
Cut! Kulang